Hello there again, my friends, and welcome to Boy and His Dog Plays Final Fantasy XVI. In today's episode, we continue to finish up the final quests. We get one for Mid, one for Byron, and one for the ever-lovely Gav. What's not to like? Let's get started.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said, in the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Oh, okay.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
The option was, oh, I'm
She's in her
worried as
dungeon.
well. You didn't even know until they
Scare
mentioned
him.
it, mate.
It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning. Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give
wow.
the Enterprise wings, are you?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Oh.
First, I'll need
Sorry,
oil.
'cause you said
And not just some
godfather.
old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old
Fine,
Hill.
fine.
See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Yeah, you know. We'll see
All right,
what's
Sid.
happening.
Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder.
Oh,
There's a
crikey.
rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carava.
Oh, do
The
we have to
old
kill an
Witzer.
ancient one?
What's left of the village anyway.
That's the reason it's
Don't expect to
ancient.
make quick work of the bastard.
Because people left it
There's a reason
alone.
it's lived as long as it has.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Oh,
Here we are again. Carava.
yep.
If you
Oh,
were a
look,
tortoise,
Torg.
Torgal, where would you hide?
Probably where the green exclamation mark is, I would imagine. Is that it? Oh.
It looks like we found him.
Poor bloke, he was just happy there eating his veg. Come on. I'm sorry, mate. Oh, I don't like it. Bless him. Right, let's try and get this finished. Oh, what did you do, you idiot? I must have hit the bloody shell by accident. Completely wasted all that. Poor Torty. Oh, sorry, mate. And done. Was he an enemy though, or were we the enemy? I don't mind if it's like a hunt and it's been doing bad things, but when it's just
She
chilling,
can come and get it herself.
if it's just chilling, I feel bad. Right, this one next. You're just sitting there when he's eating his lettuce. Not bothering anyone. Right. This place looks pretty deserted. Oh. Obtain oil. So what are we actually looking for then? Am I being an idiot? Over here. Ah, there we go. Right, that's one.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
So there's more around here somewhere. Ah, there we go.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Sorted.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need.
Oh,
After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0
And
and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
The bag of bits. Everyone has a bag of bits,
Since
don't
your
they?
lesson,
Bits
we've
and
been
bobs, or a drawer.
disassembling, then
Or a cupboard.
reassembling everything we can find.
Some people have a whole room,
All the
don't they?
pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's...
Yep,
Good to
the
know.
just in case clause. I keep more things than I ever should.
I found it!
Just in case. Or because they're in a shiny box. Let's not forget that.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks,
Just in
Sid.
case.
Well, did they have it?
Aye, they did, lass. Aye, they did.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it
One would
work?
hope.
He's
it-
perfect.
Hey.
You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Oh.
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place. Well, you just wait and see.
Oh, for the prototype, because it's small. Yeah. Oh, she's done a little model one.
That should do her.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, love it.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't.
Good old Clive.
Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
Don't be silly. It's Final
Show
Fantasy.
folk how
We
to
have
save
to
fire.
have
It won't be
airships.
long till they're raining death down on each other.
Even if they're only in the very last
People
minute of the
lose their
game.
homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
Exactly. You got to make it, love. You got to make
My
it.
dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it.
He was a wise
People
man.
need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that
No,
hard
we
work
want
will not be
airship.
used for war, Jamie.
Doesn't have to be. Just
But it
transport,
ain't
love.
like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
We've been doing that all
'Cause I'm
game,
gonna bury
but
the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
no. It's just because they had no time
I
to
can
put them in the
picture it
game.
now.
So they thought, okay, we'll find a story
Some daft
reason.
general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that was a bit underwhelming. Only in the sense that I wanted an airship. Just one.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all.
Okay, you're still going to make it fly.
My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Quest complete.
Clive, my boy!
Hey.
Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen
Of course, her
firsthand,
larders.
it's every man and woman for themselves out there.
He loves his
Certain
food, doesn't
cities
he?
have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man
Nice.
alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally.
Of
Havel
course.
has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues
I
as
was
best
hoping
I
this
could,
would be a
of
more
course,
personal quest
but
for
the
Byron.
old goat was adamant that he'd
might
be
end up more
allowed to
personal.
praise you in person.
We'll see.
You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Oh,
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
forthwith.
Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you,
No.
Clive.
Thank you.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
Hey.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men,
Nope.
finish him.
Unless you're like really overpowered. Have a bit of that. Oh, wrong one. Right, let's get those. Oh, not as many as I hoped. Oh, someone's bloody helping them up, isn't they? Oh yeah, bastard. Have a bit of punchy punch. That's better. They are quite powerful, aren't they? Oh, got to get health again. There's a surprise. God, he takes enough, doesn't he? Hey! Must remember to pick up some potions. Crikey.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Oh, isn't it?
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything,
We just helped you, mate. Just
I'd
agree.
have you answer one question.
Ugh.
What do you stand to gain from all this?
Don't be a dick.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right.
Indeed.
But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Okay, that seems simple enough.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round.
I
can
dunno.
barely convince my brother to take his medicine.
I think you did well enough, mate.
This is a job for someone with experience.
Okay.
Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Quentin. But he's Mr. Nutnut, isn't he? That's Quentin, isn't it? Quentin freaks me the fuck out. If it's the one I think it is. It is, isn't it? The one who slits someone from fucking ear to ear. I mean, he had reasons. Oh, they've got rid of the bloody mist then, have they? Well, I suppose you can't, can you? Oh no, they live at the other place now. I'm being a dumbass. Ignore me. They abandoned it here. And they've got a place up there, haven't they? Let's hope he's chilled a bit since last we met. Oh yeah, see, look, the ether hasn't reached this far. Right. Let's see how he is. I'm a bit worried.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
He's so fucking creepy.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should
I
simply
swear
swallow their
he's a secret
pride
serial killer.
and
I
do the
swear
one
it.
thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to
Alright,
ask,
Psycho.
but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best.
And also
it's the
secretly
vineyard you're worried
kill people
about.
in the night.
We'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
The bear secretly
You
wants him
know
out the
that
village,
that's not
doesn't he?
Then what are you saying?
I bet there's all bodies
That
under
only
that,
we are worth
under those
saving?
floorboards.
Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
As
Field
far away
Marshal
from me
Havel
as
wants to speak with you in
possible.
person. He's currently in Port Isolde.
Yeah, go
I
get
can
on a boat,
arrange
mate.
for a party of curse-breakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated.
I ain't
I hear the
accompanying you.
roads are far from safe.
these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
And that we have a serial killer at the helm. I'm just sorry I can't. He just freaks the fuck out of me. I don't like him. Oh my god.
Uncle, I bring good news. The
I
field
have a
marshal has agreed
psychopath.
to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who,
A
exactly?
psycho.
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Turns serial killer.
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes,
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places.
A
Good
serial
thinking,
killer
Clive.
to scare the shit out of them.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
Okay.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Oh, okay. Can we actually go to the manor? Oh, we're there now. Oh no, but Quinton's there. I don't want to be near him.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
He's just staring
Find
into
another bloody road. I only
just
have so
staring at
many
him.
men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
planning how
Well,
he's
it
going to kill
certainly
him.
eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though
Kill 'em
supply
all.
routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding. He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more unto the breach.
Okay.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well,
Right,
my
is that all
boy,
taken care of?
the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
I was hoping something a bit more personal for the last quest. Oh well. Oh well. Oh god, it's a Gav quest. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready.
You alright?
Oh, Gav.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, of course.
You know,
Of
there
course.
just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Of course.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm.
Mate.
So we used to say back home anyway.
Not lucky
Thing
with the
is,
Chocobo.
They're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with travelling traders plying the northern borders.
We're not going to have to kill a
There's
whole
no shortage
Chocobo
of
for
those
one
passing through
fucking
Martha's.
feather, are we?
I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Hopefully.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some guide hovel, not far
Oh
from
no.
Eastpool.
I don't want to fight
Most
one.
took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Well, hopefully in the skirmish a couple dropped. I do not want to fight one, and I just feel like that is what is going to happen. Oh. Right, where are the other merchants? Up here?
Just because the heavens have gone to record mode, it don't mean we have to.
Don't mean we have to. I don't mean to.
How do, traveller?
How
You've the
do?
look of a man who could do with a new whetstone.
Aye.
Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
I have no idea what you just said.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word
No, we
is they were all
bloody have to
hunted
keep
for
killing
their
'em.
feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right.
See?
Thank you anyway.
Right, take heed of all this, Clive. We do not have to kill it.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
We don't have to kill it, though. Look. Clive, look what you just called. A chocobo. A chocobo you were emotional about when you met back up with him.
Can hardly make out well for them.
So, like... Remember that? Got to do those bloody stones, haven't I? Get out of it.
Drags. They're not left by bandits for a change.
Oh. I don't like it.
Straight.
Why can't it just drop to feather there, and then we could leave it
More
at that?
tracks. And these look fresh.
Or are we going to protect it from a monster? That'd be
The
alright.
chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
Oh. Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, I'll be damned.
Right, please. No, I don't want to fight it. Oh, look, they're gorgeous. We don't have to fight them, let them go.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, thank God for that.
Just borrowing a feather for my friend.
Oh, I was freaking out for the whole this quest.
Thank you.
Oh, see, good man. You know how to treat
Let's get this
chocobos.
back to Gav before they change their minds.
Oh, my poor art.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Who's Crystal?
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, What matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
I just twigged it's the guy from earlier, isn't it? Oh.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I?
That's so sweet.
I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Or are we going to see the... We're going to go and see?
I was just about to go in. But then I thought it might be better if you went first. What with you being the head of the family and all.
Head of the family.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Lords.
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did.
Oh.
It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let
Oh my
him
god, I'm
know
so
that they're part of the
slow.
family too.
She's the girl they saved
Well, I hope you like it.
from that deserted town, isn't it?
I don't know what to say.
And her child's a
I
bearer.
thank you, me lords, for everything.
God, I am slow.
If there's anything you need.
I thought, has he got a missus? And I
Just let
didn't
us
know
know.
this whole time.
I will.
I think she's going to be his missus.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Fucking slow. Oh dear. I like the way it's all interconnected there. That's cool. Oh my god, are we going to get a moment? Am I going to get a mosh? They all get moments now, aren't they? Because it's near the end.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't.
Oh,
My whole
man.
family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls.
You're amazing, mate.
I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
No one will be like Torgal. Torgal is like top tier, so don't worry about that, mate.
Have you finished?
Oh.
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learn from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Oh, don't say it.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Oh, that was lovely.
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Oh, God, all these side stories are emotion. A trio of tales. Yes, I was worried about the Chocobo one to begin with due to the armband quest in a previous episode, but all ended well. Right, that's the last for this weekend. We have 2 more quest-based episodes to go, including me taking on the final 5 S-rank hunts. Then the 2-part finale. I know, we're there already. They will be on Friday and Saturday next weekend due to Sunday being the 1st of October and the start of something new. More on that tomorrow. And if you've made it here to the end of the episode, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or comment if you'd like. Either way, I'm just chuffed you poked your head in to take a gander. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.